We all want to succeed, to be good at something, to feel proud of ourselves. But sometimes, when we see someone else doing better, we begin to question our own worth. This story is about a boy who learned that success is about being better than others. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. There was once a boy named David who loved playing football. On the field, he felt alive. His steps were light, his heart was free, and his smile was real. But there was something David struggled with. Mathematics. No matter how hard he tried, the numbers just didn't make sense to him. Meanwhile, his best friend, Matt, was brilliant at math. He always got top scores. Teachers praised him. Students admired him. And slowly, David began to feel smaller. One day, David received another low grade. He sat quietly in class, eyes fixed on the floor, while the teacher announced, "Matt has achieved the highest score again." "Well done." Everyone clapped. David forced a smile, but inside, he whispered to himself, "Why can't I be like him? Why am I always behind?" He didn't hate Matt. He hated himself for not being what he thought he should be. David came home with a heavy heart. His father noticed, "Something is troubling you." A sighed gently. David hesitated, but the weight was too much to carry alone. "Dad, why is Matt so good at everything? And why am I not good at anything?" His father closed his book slowly, placing a warm hand on David's shoulder. "Come with me tomorrow. I want to show you something." The next morning, David's father took him to the football field. Matt was there. His father smiled. "Play. Just play with him." They started a match. David moved like the windswift, controlled, powerful. Matt tried, but he couldn't keep up. David scored once, then twice, then a third time. Matt laughed breathlessly. "Wow, you're amazing at this." David said. He had never heard that before. His father walked up and said softly, "Do you see? Matt shines in math. You shine here. A fish doesn't need to climb a tree. A bird doesn't need to swim. Each has its own strength." For the first time, David felt something lift from his heart. Later that day, David visited Matt's house. He expected to see video games or toys. Instead, he saw Matt at a desk, solving math problems. Not for homework, not for school, but because he loved it. Hours passed, and Matt stayed focused, smiling through every equation. David realized something important. Matt wasn't just good at math. He practiced every single day. Success wasn't magic. It was routine. Inspired, David tried studying math 3 times harder the next day. But soon, his head hurt, and his frustration grew. He slammed his pencil down. "Why can't I just be good at this already?" His father sat beside him. "David, you learned football not in one day, but over years, step by step. You enjoyed the process. That's why you got better." He looked into David's eyes. Success is not only effort, it is effort fueled by love. If you can learn to love the journey, you will naturally grow. David breathed slowly. Understood. He didn't need to become Matt. He needed to become David fully and confidently. From then on, David began practicing math not to prove he was better, but simply to improve. He asked questions, Islawed down. He gave himself room to learn. Some days were hard, but he didn't stop, not because he wanted perfection, but because he cared about growth. And slowly, the numbers began to make sense. He didn't become the top student overnight, but he was no longer afraid. At belief. Years later, David grew into someone admired not just for his skills, but for his patience, calm strength, and deep sincerity. People would ask him, "What is the secret to success?" And he would smile the same warm smile his father once gave him and say, "Success is not about being the best. It's about becoming better than you were yesterday." Find what you love, practice it daily, and grow at your own pace. You don't need to shine like others. You only need to shine like you. Your strength is real. Your story is unfolding. Your journey is unique. Do not compare who's continue. The world needs your light. Thank you for listening. If this story resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content like this.